Then we pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill, Extreme Tech. We're going to do another video talking about Salad AI, more specifically the networking and some of the problems in that, and yeah, some of the problems, issues I've been dealing with. I'm pretty sure I've got everything. It looks like it's all fixed and good, so I definitely want to give a big shout out to Rhodan and everyone over in the Salad Discord. I would not have been able to do this without them. It probably took me about 5 calls to my internet service provider. Eventually, I had to get them to remove the they removed the advanced security features for me about 6 hours ago, 5-6 hours ago, something like that, when I was talking to them. And then that allowed me to finally log into Salad, so I could finally get the GUI to log back in. And then once I got the GUI to log back in, I thought I fixed that. Alright, there we go. Can't have the light on the fan, or the lighting looks all weird. So, what was I saying? So then, yeah, I was able to finally log back into the GUI, and then I had to go into the router and add an exception. So, we'll try to cover this as systematic as we can. First, we'll take a quick look at this to see. I'll refresh it, and we'll go back to here, and come back to here, because this is still all goofy, but some of the fun stuff we're playing with Salad. We should get to see kind of what it is we're looking at. 1, 2, let's see, is this one working? So we can see, I guess I don't have a whole lot of jobs yet. Basically, I'm running like 3 jobs. Yeah, that's not really a job. But I did pretty much immediately. I picked up 3 jobs, 325 cent an hour jobs. 2 of those are 4090s, and one of them is a 3090. We look in the demand. I think that 3090 one is pretty good, because I believe the 3090 is actually in low demand. Yep, the 3090 is down here in low demand, but I did, while I wasn't able to do anything, I think I pulled 10 machines. So all of my 3090s and my 4090s are now running on 128 gigabytes of RAM. So that's pretty good. Gotta like that. So the 3090s on the 128 gigabytes of RAM do look like, even though it's in low demand, I still did pick up a really nice job. Now, I'll be honest, this has only been 15 minutes? 10 minutes? Let's see, when did I say we got it? 15 minutes. I've been able to connect to the network, and I've already got 3 jobs in literally 15 minutes. So I expect the rest of these will populate out slowly over time, and it'll come back. To go back over again, what had happened about a week ago, I completely lost connection to Salad. I was unable to connect. Called the ISP several times. My internet service provider, I called them several times. They said they don't do anything like that. It wasn't them. So I was like, okay, maybe it's not them. You know, I'll give them the benefit of that. I called them like 3 separate times to ask them and kind of to grill them and to figure out what I could do. And they're like, you know what, it's not us. Your internet looks like it's running great. We did find a bottleneck. We did find out I was only running 5 gigs. So I was powering, at one point, I was powering 30 machines on 1 gig of internet. Even though I was paying for 5 gigs, I had a bottleneck in here where I was connecting to the internet. So I was only actually running on 1 gig. So I am now up to running on 5 gigs, which means I could potentially be running like over 100 machines on Salad right now with my 5 gig fiber. I don't see that happening because I don't think Salad is that profitable. But if this does start looking profitable, if I can get the new 50 series cards and they start looking like they're making decent money, there's a chance I could grow and expand more if I wanted to. I have the room in the garage, the server closet. If you've watched any of those videos, I should probably do another one here pretty soon on it. But I have room out there pretty easily for 60, and I could convert it over to make more room for more if I had to. But I can fit 60 out in the garage. I'd probably need a little bit of work to be able to fit 60 out there, but I think I can fit 60 machines. So, but yeah, it's definitely going pretty interesting. So I was able to fix that. I probably should have done a rough outline for this so I can keep my track going a little bit better. But I wasn't able to log on to the GUI then at that point. Come into one. This was constantly telling me it was unable to connect, so I was literally at about 7 days of unable to connect to the GUI. And then earlier today, I called the ISP. It was like, me and the wife were trying to get stuff done, and she's like, I need 15 minutes to finish doing what I'm doing. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go call the internet service provider one more time. It's Frontier. I don't know if that really matters. They used to be Verizon. When they were Verizon, it was the best internet you could get, and now that it's Frontier, it's garbage. You know, it's still, if you can get on the Verizon infrastructure, it's really good, but any dealing with Frontier is terrible. So I talked to the guy earlier today. He's like, yeah, let's try lifting these advanced security settings. So they did that. I could then log into the GUI, and then whenever I would try to download a job, it would say downloading a job, and then my WSL file would be stuck for like 2 hours, and it'd be trying to download the job for 2 hours. So it was getting stuck, blocked again. So then I went on Discord, and I was talking with Rhodan, and he helped me go through. I don't think I can show it on my phone, but let's see here. I went into my router settings, my network controls, blocked and allowed sites. So like if you wanted to, like, you know, you don't want your kids looking at, I don't know, like death.com or something. I don't know if that's even a website. I don't know. Lemon Party. I know Lemon Party used to be a website. If you don't want your kids looking at lemonparty.com, you could go on here and block lemonparty.com, because nobody needs to see that, or Two Girls in a Cup or something. You could go in here and block whatever you wanted to block. But I went to the other one, which is allowed. And then I allowed for the domain, it's salad.com. So I allowed salad.com in there. It's pretty simple. Under the domain, I just had to type in salad.com and then save, and then boom, instantly picked up a job. First machine I checked, we were still in the process of like troubleshooting. I'm like, nope, that's it, we're done, it's fixed. That's all we needed to do. So got the advanced security measures taken off, and then added the exclusion into my router. So I have the exclusions on each machine for Microsoft, or for Windows Defender. I don't even know what it's called now. Maybe it's called Windows Security now. It used to be called Windows Defender. I think it's Windows Security now. They'll have the exception that you put in when you install it, but I think you also need to go into your router and add an exception. Just something to deal with if you lose connection. If you want to be proactive, you can go in and do it now. I don't know how much everyone's ISPs are going to be messing around with them or whatnot, but if you are having an issue, that fixed it for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I should have drawn out a thing to make sure I covered everything. I'm pretty sure that's it. It looks like everything is back up and running again. Hopefully I'll go back to picking up jobs and keep on playing with this. I have exactly 20 machines on the network right now, and I have a bunch more sitting here on the floor. I don't know what I'm doing with these other 10 machines right now. Well, I guess Skynet is probably going to stay right here, and these other 9 are all sitting here on the floor, so we'll see what happens. If I get back and I'm making $40 a day again, like I was a week ago, I may just start buying more RAM and put them all in and see what I can do and test the individual profitability on them and see if I can get them back up. Because like the 13080 machine was crushing it, and I wouldn't mind getting some more of those 4060 Ti's, but I guess it depends. If there's not demand for them, there's not demand, so that won't matter. But yeah, definitely look for more salad content. I want to thank everyone who commented on all of these videos. Like, I was definitely shocked and blown away from that video I did last night. I mean, some of the craziest engagement I've ever seen. Right now it is less than 200 views with 35 comments. I think at one point today it had like 130 views with like 30 comments. Like, that kind of level of engagement is crazy. So I definitely want to thank all you guys. All of your help definitely helped out a lot. I learned so much about IT, networking, and all that. Definitely don't think I want to do that for a living anymore. I was thinking about it for a little bit. Like, that might be a lot of fun. Maybe, you know, because my job I work at now, I'm sure we have those positions. I could transfer into one of those positions. But man, I don't think I have enough hair to pull out to try to do all that. But I will be waiting for my degree in computer networking to be coming from the Salad Discord with how many hours I put in on there in the last week. So very thankful for all the help I got there. Definitely got everything worked out. It looks like it's all going good. You can see here job is definitely up and running. Where's that? Boom. 28.7 cents per hour. Oh, I don't have my thing up. What's the calculator for that? Because that looks even better than what I was seeing before I got not knocked off. Because that's more than the standard job. So 0.287 times 24. So this is actually $6.88. So not too bad. Not too bad for the day. Gotta like that. So happy to see it. Looks like everything is finally back up and running. A lot of stress the last week, you know. Probably lost a pretty decent little chunk of change there. So happy to get this all back up and running again. And I want to thank all you guys for watching and commenting and subscribing and all that. So if you want to see more Salad content, you know, yeah, just like, subscribe, and I will get... I'll make more videos. I imagine right now it'll probably be a couple days before I do another video on what jobs I'm running specifically, because it's going to take a couple days to get jobs again. So, but as soon as it looks like everything is back up and running good, I will do another one. So I'll see you next time. Peace. Thank you, everybody.